Hi, my name is Helena, and I want to tell you one thing. Why are you isolated? And why don't you have your life partner, your twin flame, your soulmate with you? Why do you feel isolated? Why is nothing coming? I bet you asking these questions. I bet you know. Inside you, you know it. I'll tell you what. If you are the person, the woman, because I'm a woman, so I'll speak to you in the same way that you're a woman, but it's for you guys as well. You can turn it around for you. It's if you're a man. So if you're a woman and you know that you're working on yourself, you are really like growing spiritually and as a person, doing the hard work or getting rid of all the negativity and cutting off bad people from your life and bad things, jobs, really on many levels. The work is done on many levels. If you are that kind of person, a woman or a man, then you are becoming exactly the partner that you want. I'll explain. For example, I think that I will explain it in my in my experience on what has happened to in my life. When I was born, my parents I lived together for up to the age of I was 2, and then they divorced, and then when I was 4, they totally separated. My father remarried and he's got 2 children. I mean, they are now grown-ups. They are over 40. They are between 40 and 50 years old. So you can imagine. So they are not children anymore. But guess what? I never met them. I only met one of them. I met the older brother, let's say, called Martin, although he's still younger than me. Yes, only once for 1 hour. Yeah, in my life. And I have always felt like I will cut this story short. Felt like he's always my father had always been giving to my sons and never to me because I never actually I have met him, let's say, maybe 10 times in my life, in my whole life. Let's say once a year, maybe once in 2 years, so maybe more than 10 times. But I love him anyway. That's another story. That's another maybe video. But then I had other relationships, and very strangely, these relationships were all with men who had either been married and were divorced or were divorcing or who were divorced, basically. My first actually, by the way, I have never been married. I'm single all my life. I have never had a wedding. So, but I've got 2 children. So the first one, the father of my children, he was brilliant in the way that he was, how to say, he was always at home. He was always there for us. However, it turned out negative. So a lot of pain, a lot of psychological breakdown, etc. But he had been married as well, so I wasn't the first one. That was okay. But then when I started falling in love again after 10 years of separation, all these partners, there were 2, one a very short time and one long time partner of 5 years. We split up last year, unfortunately. And they both were somehow entangled with their ex-wives, usually through children. Communications, hi, solving things, if the child is unwell or if they are handing over these children, for care, paying things, everything, paying maintenance and all this. And I was so in love and I so much longed to have you know, clean slate, how to call it, to have a man who is just there with me for me. I don't think it's anything egoistic at all. Yeah. And I was never like, oh, you have to be, be with me. No, I was just silent. So this is a pattern that repeated from my father through all these relationships. I basically, whenever I turn on the computer and I read the stories, it's all the same. I'm not an exception. There are so many women. The other day, I just overheard two boys. They were maybe 19 or 20 years old in the tea room, tea house, or let's say like a tea restaurant, where I was having a tea. And they were discussing another girl, saying, her boyfriend didn't turn up for the meeting or whatever, for their romantic meeting, and she waited like 15 minutes and then he came, and she already texted me, maybe he's got another girl, or maybe he doesn't love her. So these things are natural to us, yeah, that we feel them. But I decided to say no, to say stop to this, to stop accepting, this kind of level of love or relationship where I was always on the second track, third, fourth, I don't know where. And with that stop came a lot of things. And there was a testing time when I had when we split up last year with my long-term partner, boyfriend or partner. I've never been married. So I had a friend and he fell in love and he wanted me to move in with me, and he wanted, you know what he wanted, yeah? Like a man, yeah? And I always stayed out of it because I was clear. This friend of mine lives with a lady, also not married, but they are together for over 20 years, almost like 23 years. He told me so many things. I don't love her. She's like this. She's totally different. I'm the one who is like raising my consciousness, working on myself, and she's this kind of 3D person looking at the TV every day, checking her phone, having like a little, chit chat with her friends. Like we have nothing in common anymore. But my friend, you are living together in one flat. That means, guess what? I'm not the first one. And it would take years for them to totally separate after 24 years, 23 years living together, totally mentally switch off, separate. So this was a very, very small, short example. For me, it's this, yeah? For me, it's this. But it doesn't matter how. You might have a different thing that bothers you, and you want your man or you want your woman to be exactly what you didn't have, or what you worked on to be yourself, yeah, eventually. And through the isolation, through the loneliness, through the time off any relationships to work on yourself, you naturally are becoming exactly that person that the other person is looking for. So you, lady, or you, man, my friends, you are exactly that person that they want. You're sitting here. You feel sometimes lonely, isolated, or whatever, yet you are happy, I'm sure about that often. So if I transfer it to my case, I have no contact with any man. Like, like of course, like texting, with friends, etc. But totally outside of like anything romantic. Yeah, just I don't flirt with men. Yeah, I don't have need for it. It's just for me. It's like a 3D thinking. That kind of romantic structure of relationship. We meet, and then, oh my God, I'm in love. Yeah, yeah, I'm in love. Yeah, and then yeah, we're gonna have a wedding. Then we're gonna have a party. Then we're gonna have a car. Then we're going to have a family and all that. And then we're gonna go, and all this like planning. It's kind of 3D paradigm, yeah, of thinking. You want something deeper, something real, something authentic. Yeah, you want that. And so that's why you cannot fall in love easily anymore, flirt with guys or with women, because you are already becoming the person that they want. Exactly. So I know I have come to realization that I'm actually the person that the woman that they would like, but they can't find yet. And in the same way, I can't find them yet, but they will come. They'll come. He will come. And it doesn't matter when, because we have a mission here to be loving, to be better people. And if it happens, it happens. When it happens, it happens when it happens. So this was a message for you. Thank you for watching. You can give me a like if you liked it. You can share the video. You can subscribe. I'll be very happy because I would like to grow this channel. So have a beautiful day. I'll give me a comment. That really helps. I'm gonna create many more videos. Love.